Alright, I know y'all ready for this life path number, this numerology series. Let's go. We about to start off with life path number 1. So life path 1s, y'all are master manifestors. Y'all are the first number, so you are able to bring all the things to you. This is why it's very crucial that if you have a lot of 1s in your birthday, if you have a life path 1 number, you have to definitely make sure that you are on top of your mental space and your perspective, because what you believe in will manifest. So the more you believe in yourself, the more you believe in your potential, the more that you know you are capable of anything, the more you gonna create. So y'all are literally the pillars and the foundation to a lot of this creation. So if you have a lot of 1s in your chart, and again, you are life path number 1, make sure your mental space is where it needs to be. Y'all are natural born leaders, so it's very crucial that y'all don't fall to the back burner. You need to be up front and center. Y'all are very driven, y'all are very determined, and y'all are very independent. The number 1 is all about the self, so you may tend to come across as selfish to a lot of people. But what's really important for y'all to know about being a life path number 1 is you are actually the perfect person to help people learn how to go within, to believe in themselves, to trust in themselves. So you will do great in a career path of a therapist, of a spiritual advisor, a healer, somebody that can help lead people back to themselves, especially as a number 1. Because just the same that you could be a grand manifester, you could teach people how to tap into their manifestation abilities too. And my left ear started ringing. Now again, as a life path 1, you are about the self, so you will tend to deal with a lot of things that have to do similar with the root chakra. So y'all might have some trouble with impatience, security, grounding, and again, this is why it's important for y'all to work on your mindset, to work on your emotional body, because what you feel, what you put energy into, you create. And again, as being an individual, as being the self number, you struggle a lot with the things that have to do with being an individual, so that comes with being lonely. As a life path 1, like I said, you are synonymous with the root chakra, so you are all about being the foundation. So it's very important for you to find peace within yourself. It's very important for you to learn how important it is to be a person, a essence, a being, and to be on your own journey. It's very important for you to learn how to be a leader, learn how to step into just being. So definitely do the work, do the shadow work, because the more that you become the foundation, the more that you can help yourself and others. And as a 1, you definitely have to work a lot on your fear and start learning how to operate out of love. Here is part 2 of the numerology life path number, and today we are doing number 2. Let's go. If you are a life path 2, as you can see, it's all about duality, it's about the thought, it's about relationships, and it's about emotions. If you are a life path 2, your first brain is on point. Your intuition, when it comes to your gut intuition, can't nobody see you. Life path 2s can also make great healers because they help people come into harmony, come into balance. Career-wise, life path 2s would do really well working with people who need help with therapy, any sort of healing, especially if you are dealing with relationship issues, romance, all of that good stuff. They're really good for that as well. They're really good at being business advisors because they know how to help people connect with people. 2s are also good with division, so this is why they would do well with partnerships, with cooperation, with relationships, and doing some sort of like therapy with that, because they help people recognize who they should be around, who they need to connect with, and how to tap into that energy. Like I said, because the 2 is the balance, right? They're almost like a scale. They're good at looking at both sides of the spectrum, so they're a good mediator. They're the person you need when you need to figure out which direction to go. So this is what makes them a good life coach as well. Life path 2 numbers are also associated with the sacral chakra. This is why they're good at anything based in emotion, why they are so patient, so loving, so open, so honest, because they're tapped into that sacral energy. So that also means that you are good with creativity. So if you are a life path 2, you should definitely get into some sort of art, some sort of fashion, something that has to do with with being person to person with people, especially art, because you know people love, you know, wearing things, looking at things, and it's such a beautiful energy that you can embody. So definitely tap into your creative side if you are a life path 2. Also, I did forget to say this in the last video, but all odd numbers are masculine and all even numbers are feminine, so that makes 2 very feminine. So you can work really well with divine feminine energy as well if you are a life path 2. So you can also focus on working with women empowerment, anything to do with that. You can definitely thrive in because you already exist in this frequency. Learning about your life path number can really help give you a lot of direction if you don't know what you're here for, what you're trying to do, and if something like astrology is a little too complicated for you to understand. All you have to do is add your birth month plus your birthday plus your birth year, and that's how you calculate your life path number. Also, make sure that you reduce down to a single digit. We'll talk about master numbers on another video, but thank you for tuning in, and we'll hit you with a part 3 real soon. Peace. Here is part 3 of our numerology life path number series, and today we do a life path number 3. Let's go. The life path number 3 is associated with the solar plexus, so life path number 3s tend to be very charismatic, very outgoing, extroverted. They have this beautiful sense of creativity, so they do well in the art scene. They do well in anything that has to do with speaking and, you know, music and anything poetry related. These people also like to live life on the edge. That's why I said, you know, they solar plexus, so they live life like there's no tomorrow. They appreciate life. They tend to do everything that they want to do, and they don't really take no for an answer. The 3 also deals with balance, so the mind, body, and soul. So they can do well career-wise in therapy and different things, like I said, you know, music, where you help other people find balance and clarity within their lives. The 3 also deals with Christ consciousness, so a lot of these 3s will be very conscious, spiritual, and, you know, things around the sorts, and they may find a craving for the esoteric. Life path 3s can also give off like Leo energy, so people tend to think that they're very, very egotistical, very, you know, I need the spotlight on me, but as they should, because they are under the solar plexus energy, which is also similar to the Leo. But these 3s, because of this though, can tend to lack direction in life, or, you know, not really know how to make the right decisions sometimes, because they can become impulsive because they live in this there ain't no tomorrow lifestyle. But it's okay, because this is also what makes them who they are and what makes them very powerful and beautiful and unique, because they love to live life the way that they just see it in that moment, which is a good example to set in a sense, right? Because we do need to start learning how to live in the moment, and 3s are very good for that type of influence. They just need to get, you know, their ego in check, get their consciousness in check, and they can be very great, beautiful influences to the rest of the numbers, because again, they do have that ability and capability of being connected and affiliated with the Christ consciousness. So it all just really depends, number 3s, on how you want to progress in your life. So spirituality and spiritual routines will be great for y'all, because y'all need that stability, y'all need that consistency that can help you kind of, you know, dim down your outgoing lifestyle. You guys will also do really well in education, because again, you deal with knowledge, so you do great as teachers, as caregivers, especially when it comes to children, and like I said, education. You guys are naturally good at a lot of things, so definitely embrace who you are, 3s, and all you gotta do is get past that ego and your Here is part 4 of the numerology series, and we doing life path number 4. Let's go. If you are life path number 4, you love working. Like, y'all give me B vibes. Like, y'all work best in work environments, working with others, working alongside others. Y'all love being a part of the establishment of society, of workspaces, of just everything, right? Y'all are the pillars. Y'all are the pillars to the foundation. So y'all do have to deal with a lot of limitation and breaking past this limitation. Y'all are connected to the heart chakra, so you already know what that means as well. Y'all deal a lot with emotions, so this is why self-stability, self-discipline is going to be something that's very challenging, but also something that is very beautiful of an experience for life path number 4s. Number 4s are also related to angels, so this is such a beautiful aspect to look at it from as well, and not just about stability and you know, the third dimensional stuff. Like, no, y'all are also very high vibrational beings. So the more that you ground yourself, the more you tap in with your earth energy, with your foundational energy, the more that you can actually balance that and flip that energy and work on an as above, so below. So a lot of you who work with this life path number 4, y'all are very connected to the archangels. Y'all are very connected to spirit guides, to the spirit team. So you may also have a lot of, you know, clairaudience where you could talk to spirit, you could experience spirit, your third eye be on top of things, your dreams, your astral travels reveal so much, and so much of your astral travels come into the material world. Y'all are also the scales of Ma'at, so y'all do really well with keeping things balanced, keeping people in order, and this is why y'all thrive so much in work environments, and why y'all love working, because y'all love putting that little piece to the puzzle in there. Life path number 4s is very crucial that y'all do what y'all love, because like I said, y'all deal a lot with the heart chakra. So emotions is how you drive through your reality. So if you are not satisfying yourself emotionally, you are going to struggle a lot throughout your life. If you do not work on grief, if you do not work on love, being unconditional, being from a oneness mindset, you are going to deal with a lot of limitation. And this is why self-discipline is so crucial and so important, as well as your spirituality, your knowledge. So it's very important as life path 4s that y'all spend a lot of time in knowledge, reading books, educating yourself, and putting yourself in positions of, you know, different spiritual routines that you could really learn how to be and operate from a heart space, because you are the glue for the lower self and the higher self and the as above and the so below. So you are the glue. We need y'all in society more than anything. Part 5 of the numerology series of life path number 5. Let's go. Life path 5s are all about adventure. Y'all don't like to be tied down. Y'all just love being on the go, because 5 represents change, decisions, forward movement, just constantly shifting. The 5 is all about the shift, which is what is so important for us to tap into, because this is what allows us to ascend. This is what allows us to grow. So life path 5s, y'all do really well at being life coaches and just people that help inspire people, and people that help other people travel and learn to tap into freedom. Y'all could do well in things that deals with travel. So whether it is being a stewardess, even being like an archaeologist, where, you know, you get to spend your whole life's journey traveling, seeing things, discovering things, and things that challenges you to constantly become a new person. Life path 5s is also related to the throat chakra, so y'all definitely spend a lot of time speaking your truth, living in your truth, which again is such a beautiful example to the rest of the numerology, because y'all do so great in helping us break past limitations. Y'all will get tested a lot in life, because again, y'all deal with freedom, change, limitation, and decisions. So learn to be grounded, learn to tap in with your earth aspects, seeing that you are connected to the air element. This is why life can get very difficult for y'all sometimes, because y'all are very mental beings. So that's why it's very crucial for y'all to get into things that does allow you to travel, that allows you to tap in with nature. And even if you can't travel, it's still very important for y'all to be very grounded, very tapped in with the universe, with the planet, because this is what's going to help keep y'all balanced. You guys will also make great motivational speakers, so y'all should be the type of people that host lectures, that holds gatherings where so many people could come together and you can help create so much change in people's lives, because y'all really thrive off of change. So definitely learn to go with the unordinary things in life, because that's literally where y'all thrive the most. inordinary. I knew something was wrong with that. Inordinary. Seeing that you guys are also big risk takers, it's also really good if y'all get into like investments or anything that allows you to be like a salesman, something that's like every day is like a whole nother version. Every day is a new challenge, something that could really push your mental, push who you are, and push again your limitations to go beyond, go above, because this is where y'all thrive. Y'all love change, and again, y'all are so important to all of us because y'all help us step into new timelines, new universes. Here we go with part 6 of the numerology series, and today we're doing life path number 6. Let's get it. If you are life path number 6, you deal a lot with caring, family, that mother love, that Cancerian emotion, making y'all very connected to emotions, which is interesting because they are more connected to the third eye, the first eye, right? So you would think, you know, the 6 is paired with the heart chakra, but I generally do think that it still connects down because the intuition is connected to your emotion, and based on how clear and centered and harmonized your emotions are determines how clear, cut, and straight to the point that your intuition is. So it's all one. Y'all are the caretakers, so y'all would do well as doctors, nurses. Shit, you can even do good as being a musician, somebody that can reach people's emotions, anything that deals with the emotion and the intuition. So you guys also make great healers, great psychics, great mediums, great channels, because again, a lot of this stuff deals with the emotion. The psychic abilities, the higher chakra abilities, the lower chakras, everything all comes back down to the heart chakra. And this is why the heart chakra is the middle ground and the glue to the upper and the lower reality. Life path 6s, y'all just do well in entertainment and creativity, and this is why you guys can be a little more flexible with your career path, your life path, because again, emotions fall into all spaces, all places. So it's really just all about how you connect to people, how you connect to the things that you enjoy, and how you can bring that and reflect that onto others. And even though the gut is its own intuition through emotion, and the third eye is its own emotional picker-upper, it's like it really just boils down to emotion. And this is why if you are a life path 6, you can maneuver within being in the physical 3D world, or you can maneuver in being in the psychic world, but at the same time you could be both, because if you really break it down, the 6 is a part of the yin-yang symbol. It is the yin to the yang and the yang to the yin with the number 9. So this is why the 6 can kind of play the role of being a jack of all trades. Y'all are very magnetic people, and this is why again y'all could do well in the entertainment industry and anything creative as far as art. Again, anything that deals with emotion, deals with love. Y'all can even be love coaches, life coaches, all of that. You also do well in things being a leader, things that allow you to be in the spotlight because of this magnetism that you have. Y'all help remind us what it's like to create a home and not just build one. So we definitely need y'all in the community. Y'all help bring the unity because y'all help remind everybody about the love, about the union. Now we got part 7 of the numerology series, and we got life path number 7s. Let's go. Even if you are not a life path 7, you should definitely tune into this video anyway, because 2023 is a 7 year, which means that we will be dealing with a lot of spirituality, which is why in the 6th year we were going through a lot of purging, a lot of redirection, and a lot of realignment for everyone, a lot of karmic balancing, all of that, because we are about to move into a big ass shift of spirituality, Aquarian age vibes, and number 7s, y'all about to play a huge role and go through a lot of different things in this up and coming year. Life path 7s tend to be very isolated, very independent, because they are knowledge seekers, they are wisdom seekers. They literally are absolutely tied into spirituality, which can be a very lonely road. Life path 7s are also connected and correlated to the crown chakra, so y'all might have white auras, y'all may be shamans, healers, teachers, because y'all are connected to the higher vibrational frequency, which again is all about bringing the upper down into the physical. Definitely be careful with being too isolated, because you guys are meant to be teachers, which all the isolation that you have been putting in with yourself may stop you from being able to connect with others, to be able to open up to others, and be heart to heart with everybody, because you have learned too much to be by yourself. So definitely learn how to break out of those boxes, because this is your whole purpose is about community. Your whole purpose is about building, helping people learn about what it means to be here on this planet. And this is what this 2023 is about to be like. A lot of people are going to start moving away from isolation and moving more towards community. And like I said, career-wise, you guys do really well as being shamans, healers, and just anything that has to do with teaching. So y'all should be hosting lectures. Y'all should be hosting anything that allows you to share what you've gained along your journey, as well as you could do really good in careers as far as like historians, archaeologists, anything that allows you to just go on a binge of information. You guys know how to go within when it comes to finding answers, seeking the things that you need out of life, and that makes you such a beautiful teacher for others. So again, y'all do well as life coaches and any sort of spirit guide that helps remind people that they are everything, because you are the knowledge, you are the wisdom, you are the spirit, you are the universe. So you help remind us how all of that is within us. You guys also tend to be drawn to nature because you tend to spend a lot of time in your mind. So places like nature helps you ground, unwind, and come back into this reality, because y'all spend a lot of time in the ethers. Y'all spend a lot of time dealing with esoteric knowledge, esoteric information, multi-dimensional frequencies and timelines. So if you are a life path 7, make sure you balance your life out with nature as well. Peace. Next up, we got part 8 of the numerology series, and we are doing life path number 8. Let's go. Life path 8s are all about karma, all about cosmic energy, and deals a lot with soul contracts. This is also because they're affiliated with the soul star chakra, which is above the head, which also deals with your connection with your higher self. And once you start unlocking that soul star, you really get to tune in with the universal energy. So this is where your psychic visions really start taking off, where you could really start tapping into past life, parallel lives, and really start breaking down information and gaining information in new ways, where channeling starts becoming automatic and you no longer have to actually read all the time because you are tapped in with the universe. Life path 8s also work with abundance, materials, anything that deals with finances and stuff like that. So you guys will do well in those departments. Any type of like HR, where you help delegate certain things, banks, anything that deals again with material and wealth, because the 8 is also about the physical just as much as it's about the spiritual. 8 is also about as above so below, and it's also about infinity. So it's about cycles, it's about circles. That's why it deals with karmic energy as well. It is also very important for 8s to balance their spirituality and their material, because it's real easy for people with the 8 energies and 8 life path to get too caught up in the material world and get too caught up in money, to where they lose path and sight of their spirituality and their belief system. So yes, you guys deal a lot with balance, and this is what also makes you guys so important, because again, that soul star chakra is really helping you understand spirituality. So y'all are big on intelligence, y'all are big on empowerment, as well as y'all really help play roles in the cause and effects of how this universe operates and how our lives operate. Life path 8, because y'all work so much with the universal energy, with source energy, source information, you guys do really well with helping us as a collective really come to the truth, really come to ourselves, and again, really come to a universal balance where we operate not only out of the mundane, the human, but also out of the source perspective. So you guys are almost like the scales of Ma'at as well, because again, y'all play in the cause and effect of the universe. You guys will also make good Akashic readers, because again, y'all tapped in with the universe. Y'all also help us balance between fear and love, and helping us identify the ways that we may be on one side of the scale too. Y'all are also very beautiful, because y'all help not only within yourselves but as the collective, help us connect with divine love, divine universal love, healing frequency, because again, y'all connected to the universe. You guys are like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of everything. Y'all really help us remember and understand how to love life, how to love who we are, and for that, y'all will always be so important. Here is part 9 of the numerology series, life path number 9. Let's get into it. Number 9s are the humanitarians. They help people close cycles and help people close out chapters and start new beginnings in their lives. Number 9s make really great healers for this purpose. They are able to help people really tap into change, really tap into starting anew, because number 9 is the end and the beginning. Literally, life path 9s are the number of letting go. So again, this is what makes number 9s such beautiful healers, such beautiful helpers, and people who can really help people, like I said, change their life for the better. So number 9s tend to challenge people to really choose themselves. And what tends to happen a lot when you are a 9 is when people aren't ready to close out these chapters, you start to become the reason why they're going through all the things that they've been through. But in actuality, there's just that closure energy within you that they can't really process, so they can only project. But in actuality, even if you end up in weird places with certain people, at some point in their lives, they will begin to recognize how you and your frequency was just helping them become a better version of themselves. Number 9s are also jacks of all trades because every number exists within the number 9. 1 and 8 is 9, 2 and 7 is 9, 3 and 6 is 9, and 4 and 5 added is 9. Which means that if you are a 9, you literally thrive in change. You love bringing yourself into new spaces all the time, meeting new people. You love trying new things all the time. You literally can start and pick up something and be great at it. Like, you are able to literally dabble in everything and anything possible. And for this, people can tend to look at you as a know-it-all, but really you are just the universe experiencing itself. Life path 9s are connected to the spirit or universal chakra. This is also known as the seat of the soul or the mouth of God. Because of this, you are able to access universal energy source information that is beyond this realm, beyond this reality, which is why we make good people who give people direction. So we're really good with helping people figure out their life purpose. So again, this is why we do really well as healers and spiritual guides and life coaches. Life path 9s also have an easier time connecting to the Christ consciousness or anything related in that space because of your connection with source. You also hold a karmic blueprint to every individual, and this is why sometimes people tend to project their karmic lessons onto life path 9s, because we are the cycle breakers. Alright, I know y'all been wanting me to get into the master numbers, so let's do it. When it comes to master numbers, this is the only exception of multi-digit numbers when it comes to numerology. And when it comes to master numbers, they are basically that single digit amplified, making the energy more powerful, more potent, and more transformative. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, more transformative. I'm over here trying to make up words, but it makes it it's just everything. Now, when you break down your life path number the correct way, and before you get down to that single digit, you end up with a master number, there can be a slight misconception to it. Most people automatically think that they are tapped into their master number frequency, but you have to remember that you still need to break it down to a single digit because you have to grow and eventually embody the master number. You don't come here already that master teacher, which is very important when we talk about master numbers. Master numbers are the teacher, but when you come onto this planet, you are the student. So you have to still break it down to its single digit in order for you to really understand what you came here to do and work through those things, and then you can ascend and transform into your master number. Life path 11, master number 11, is all about that manifestation energy, the thought, the movement from the non-physical into the physical. But with the 1 being doubled here, being amplified, the 11 now becomes the doorway or the portal to the manifestation. You having the doorway frequency means that you are a grand manifester, and you should definitely be somebody who's paying a lot of attention to your thought patterns and how you and how your belief system operates, because you need to be you need to be on top of yourself and making sure that you are not becoming your own enemy and you're not becoming in your own way, because that is going to determine and dictate how you manifest, as well as you gonna bring things into the physical plane a lot faster than the average person. So you have to be careful how you think and how you believe. Y'all are very powerful magicians, so we definitely need y'all in the spiritual world, in this physical world, because y'all hold a different frequency when it comes to creating in the physical. You being an 11, you are very tapped in with the spirit realm and the physical realm, making y'all such beautiful energies. Y'all tend to gain a lot of attention. A lot of people are drawn to you. A lot of things just happen for you even if you don't work hard for it. So definitely embrace and embody that energy, because you are the doorway. Here is part 11 of the numerology series, life path number 22. Let's get it. If you did not break your numbers down to a single digit, but you got 22 from doing your numbers correctly, this is the potential that you have once you master thyself to become the master builder. If you are a life path 22, most of the time you come from being a life path number 4, which is truly the totality of who you are. But when you master being that pillar, that elemental, you master being all directions, and you really tap into your divine spirituality, you become the master builder. You become that spiritual guru, and you become that divine manifester. You are a little more amplified than the 11 master number, because you are the builder. So you are more capable of bringing things into the physical realm than the master number 11, the master number 11, making y'all divine. And then I feel like, the 22 also got like that kind of swan vibe, that kind of like purity vibe. So this is the angelic realm on the highest aspect of itself as well. So this makes y'all very powerful as far as your spiritual connection. Even though you are the number 4, you are the master builder, because y'all got the double 2s, you are still dealing with the sacral chakra. And this is again why y'all are focused on bringing the physical into this realm. So y'all deal a lot with creativity, and y'all have very divine, unique ways to build in society. Once you become that master 22, not everybody who has a life path 4 number adds up to 22, and I just seen 22 on the time. So y'all are very unique in the life path 4 category. Y'all are also very powerful because y'all work very synergized with the earth, with the elements, with the directions, and this is part of what makes y'all such a divine manifester, because y'all have double frequency of that 4, right? You got the 22 and you got the 4 breakdown. So y'all will thrive the more that y'all apply the directions and the elements into your life. So you should be looking at the feng shui of your living space. You should be sleeping in the proper direction of the directions. You should be utilizing all the elements and directions in your manifestation ceremonies and stuff like that. Y'all have the power. Tap in. Don't sleep on yourself now.